Hey, Paula, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallace. First of all, I want to say my father started talking about you in the 1980s.
Okay.
He's read a couple of your books and everything, but I am actually I'm calling on behalf of my fiancé. It's a pleasure to talk with you. And I have a number of symptoms. Starting in, first of all, let me say he worked out every day of his life. He's always eaten very healthy, doesn't eat sugar, has smoothies with spinach and everything else you can think of. The man was in tip-top shape with a six-pack stomach, as you guys like to call it. And suddenly, a little over a year ago, his stomach became grossly distended, looked like it was 8 months pregnant. Hasn't changed since. It grew by 11 inches in a matter of 10 days. Since then, he's lost about a third of his hair, which had been extremely thick, and it is still falling out. In addition to that, his weight was normally 188 to 195 pounds. He is now weighing in at 217, and he's not eating that much. Worst of all, he has chronic fatigue. He maybe has 2 hours of energy a week. His skin is pale and gray. He looks extremely unhealthy. And after he takes a bath, and he likes to take baths instead of showers, he does so 7 days a week. And after he takes a bath, there's always a dark charcoal, like crushed pencil type of film. His mood swings have gotten crazy. I mean, he is having mood swings. He's having brain fog. He's always had a photographic memory, and now he is forgetting things. During the course of that time, we went to 2 gastro doctors, GPs, 2 ER visits. He's had every test known to mankind. Everything's coming out negative. About the only thing they found was, for some reason, he's a little low, at the low end of normal on B3 and B12, which is odd because he takes it every day and he gets B12 injections.
Okay, well, let me stop you there, okay, because we're going to have to run to a break here real quick, and I want to ask you a question or two before the break. Let's see, does your fiancé have any history of asthma or bronchitis?
Bronchitis. He has bronchitis a number of times.
Okay, and did he have any history of skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
Not at all.
Okay, what about constipation or diarrhea?
No, not really. He's always
Did he have his appendix out? Did he have his appendix out?
No, he did not.
Let's see, and Paula, one more question, Paula.
Sure.
Does your fiancé use salt, or does he consciously restrict salt?
He has very little salt. Generally, salt is only maybe if he has tortilla chips as a snack with guacamole.
Okay, but I mean, does he use a salt shaker? Does he use a salt shaker and sprinkle salt all over his food?
No, just on popcorn. That's it.
Okay.
He doesn't put it on anything else.
Okay, now here we go. Well, first of all, I believe your fiancé has what we call a gluten intolerance because he has multiples of symptoms and diseases, almost all of which are due to nutritional deficiencies. Okay? We're talking about mood swings. We're talking about chronic fatigue syndrome. We're talking about the discoloration of the skin, hair loss, bloating, low vitamin B12. Well, you need stomach acid to be able to absorb vitamin B12. I don't care if you're eating 5 pounds of B12 every day. You can't absorb very much of it without an acid environment in your stomach. And then the intrinsic factor works, and you become efficient in absorbing B12. Another thing, when you're bloated and have a gassy stomach that makes you look like you're 5 months pregnant, that means the pH, the acid environment in your stomach, is not right. And instead of being acid like car battery acid, you're getting towards the neutral, which is 7. And it could be 4 or 5 instead of 1. And yeast and bacteria will grow in this environment that's more towards neutral than acid. And anytime he will eat fiber or sugars or juices of any kind, fruit, this is going to result in the sugars and carbohydrates being fermented by the yeast and bacteria causing the gas. So several things need to be done here. Your fiancé has to be on a gluten-free diet. You're going to have to be gluten-free. The dog, the cat, the bird, the fish, mother-in-law, spouse, kids, renter, anybody living in the household with you guys, you've got to be drop-dead gluten-free. And I would also have him stay away from fried foods, processed meats with nitrates and nitrites. That means deli slices, sandwich meats, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pastrami, pepperoni, jerky, corned beef, Spam. And if he's going to eat popcorn, I want him to have air pop popcorn and melt butter and put the melted butter on there, not margarine, not oils, but just melted butter, and sprinkle it fairly heavily with salt, because that's the raw material for the chief cells in the stomach to make the stomach acid. Then that's going to support a more efficient absorption of B12 and also provide the right acid environment of the stomach to retard or suppress the growth of yeast and bacteria in the stomach environment. So that's imperative. Then no oils. It means no olive oil, no coconut oil. Again, no microwave popcorn, no theater popcorn, only air pop popcorn with melted butter and some salt. No olive oil, no coconut oil, no margarines, manufactured and cooking oils, and no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. And then the 90 essential nutrients appropriate for his body weight. Contact your associate and ask for those 90 essential nutrients appropriate for his body weight. And if he works out, they'll know what to give him. Make sure he gets all his electrolytes, all that other stuff as an add-on to the 90 essential nutrients.